Are you serious? Are you serious? Chaos in the swamp. Washington, D.C. is becoming a fortress. Citizen containment, even, as there's an expected protesters. 900,000, about 1 million people are expected to converge on the capital of this nation for the inauguration of the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. But out of that 1,250,000 have been organized protesters being paid even, I'm sure, if we track it back to some Soros money. But the police, the security, the FBI, the CIA, the Secret Service, the NSA, everybody is trying to figure out how to keep Donald Trump safe. Now, a very pathetic, lame excuse to some of these lawmakers to say they're not coming. A couple of them say because they were afraid. Really? Are you serious? Go home and don't come back, please. And don't pay these guys that don't show up to the inauguration. Because according to their job description, Heidi went and looked up the job description of a U.S. congressman or woman, and they are to back the executive branch. They're to support the executive branch. This is the biggest moment that the executive branch has, is the peaceful transfer of power. And you're not going to be there to back it? I mean, deduct their pay and tell them to stay away, okay? But there's chaos in the swamp. Now, here's what the reports are. My son at the Crusader Journal has a great article here. And Washington will turn into a virtual fortress ahead of Donald Trump's presidential inauguration tomorrow, as the U.S. Capitol braces for more than 250,000 protesters expected during the Republican swearing in. And I'm sure the media will have their cameras focused on them instead of focused on the 750 to 800,000 that are standing with Trump. And I'm sure that number is going to be bigger than that, but they don't want you to know that. Police have forecasted that some 900,000, maybe 1 million, will be gathered. Both supporters and opponents will flood Washington for the inauguration ceremony, which includes the swearing in on the steps of the U.S. Capitol and a parade to the White House along streets thronged with spectators. Many of those attending will be protesters, irate that Donald Trump, of course, is coming into power. But his supporters admire him, folks. They really do. And they will be all over the place in support of the new president coming in. They're going to try to cordon them off. They're going to try to keep them separate, protesting groups. Who gets to be closer? Will the protesters get to be closer so that the cameras can get it? Or do they get pushed further in the back so the admirers get to be closer? You do the math. It will be a spectacle. Let's just pray at the end of the day that there is no terrorist attack or any kind of assassination plot or any kind of thing that could be devastating to this nation. Pray for all the people to be safe. There's no reason for this. We don't need an explosive moment. We need to celebrate. And I can tell you, majority of America is going to do just that. Except they are going to celebrate the transition of power. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're living in the last days, folks. I plead the blood of Christ over Donald Trump, his wife and family, and Vice President-elect Mike Pence, his wife and family, and all of those involved in tomorrow's tremendous, important, and historical ceremony. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Donald Trump is going to lay his hand on Abraham Lincoln's Bible and also on the Bible given to him by his mother. Let's pray for America. God bless.